So because of some issues, it was informed that class will be a bit late today. Okay. So yesterday we discussed about narration. Voice is clear now? Am I clearly audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in the
Yes,
last
sir.
class, okay. So in the last class we discussed about narration. Almost most of the parts were covered, and the remaining parts I will show you today. So yesterday I discussed about. Okay, please don't make noise. Don't discuss among yourself. So yesterday I discussed about assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, and imperative sentences. Today the remaining two sentences, optative and exclamatory.
ఎగ్జిక్యూటివ్ బాడీకి పోటీ చేస్తున్నారో వాళ్ళ పేర్లు ఇంటిమేట్ చేయాలి.
Yes.
అదే
Sir, mute, sir.
ఎందుకంటే పాతది ఒక
అమరన్న మ్యూట్ చేసుకోనా?
So carry on, sir.
Okay. So yesterday or in the last day we discussed about okay, yesterday three sentences were discussed: assertive, interrogative, and imperative. Today the remaining two I will discuss, starting with optative sentence. In optative sentences, the reporting verb is changed into wish or pray, and the optative form is changed into a statement. So please don't talk among yourself. It will disturb you also and me also. In optative sentences,
Sir, excuse me, sir. In last class, we have taken conjunctions, no? When did you take these sentences, sir?
sorry,
Sir, last class we had discussed about conjunctions, sir.
no. The conjunction
On
was
fourth,
a
sir.
part. No. Wait.
Direct,
Conjunction.
indirect speech.
Yeah, direct, indirect speech was the topic, and
Yes.
within that topic there was an area of placing conjunctions. Okay, inverted commas were replaced in indirect speech, sometimes with the word that, Sometimes means in case of assertive sentences. In case of interrogative sentences, commas and inverted commas were replaced by conjunction if or whether. And in case of imperative sentences, commas and inverted commas were replaced with the conjunction. Okay.
I think these
to.
are not discussed now, sir.
Yes.
Imperative sentences, all these are not discussed in direct and indirect speech, sir.
Yeah, these were discussed. You probably not have gone through the. You can check in the recording also. These were discussed up to imperative sentences discussed last class. Okay, I mean you some of you have participated also, answered also. There were questions you answered also. Okay, you check in the recording, you will get. Okay, next is
Okay, in
optative.
conjunction 9, like that, the imperative sentences, while changing the imperative sentences in that manner. sir.
So what's your query? Imperative sentence was discussed. Conjunction is something. Listen, conjunction is there in every type of sentence. Okay. The thing is when to. The thing is what to replace commas and inverted commas in all the sentences. Out of all means all the sentences, 3 of them were discussed in the last class. The remaining 2 will be discussed today. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So optative sentences, you see that the more slides will come, your ideas will become more clear. You go on watching the slides. That means today's class I'm talking about. In optative sentences, the reporting verb is changed into wish or pray. Reporting verb means last day I told about introductory clause. The said you will get, you see, and the optative form is changed into a statement. Example, you see, he said to me, may you be happy. This is a sentence in direct speech. So in you are talking about conjunction, I am now telling you again that this is this part said to. This is not actually conjunction, this is reporting part. This part, comma and inverted comma, gets on replaced. In assertive sentence, there is that. In interrogative sentence, there is if or whether. In optative imperative sentence, there is to. Again, in optative sentence, this is that. Okay, this is the thing. So now reporting verb said to will be replaced by the 2 words wish or pray. You see here wish or pray, any of the 2 you can use depending on the verb used here. Here it is verb to, so you will have to use wished. Since it is verb 2, you have to make verb 2 of wish. Or pray, same way pray also you have to make verb 2 of pray. It will be prayed. Comma and inverted comma will be replaced by that, and rest of the part, may you be happy. So you will come first, I might be happy. The thing is, he said to me, it was direct. When the words were spoken on the spot or directly, you are transferring this conversation to someone else. So how will you tell this? That he prayed that because he is someone who is talking to me. So he is talking about me. So when I will tell to someone else, I will tell like that. I will tell like this, that he prayed that I might be happy. You are getting? I might be happy. So you become I. And rest of the things will remain the same. May, and regarding tense wise, there is verb 2. So you have to make it verb 2. So may will become might. Verb 2 of may is might. That I might be happy. Okay. Next you see. He said to you, may God bless you. So any answer from your part? Yes, any one of you?
I wish that God might bless you. He wished.
Okay.
Pictured that
He
God
prayed.
might
He
God
prayed
might
that
bless
God might bless me. Okay. He
me.
said to you,
Yeah.
God might bless me. Okay. Next, you see, we said, long live our president. So
We prayed that the president
we
might live long. Okay.
that our president might
He
live
wished
long.
that
Our president might live long.
sir. In the second one, so can we use me or you, sir? He said to you, na.
Yeah, there is
In the
a
first one
correction. Yes,
also.
there is. Yes, wait. There is a correction here. This is by printing mistake. He said to me. It will be me. This portion will be me. He said to me that God might bless me. There is a
Then he
correction
prayed
here.
that God
There
might
is a
bless him also. It may come something. If you,
yeah,
if we
yeah.
take you,
Yes,
right,
yes,
might
yes.
bless him.
Yes, God might bless me. You are correct. So better you make it me. Okay. Moving forward. So exclamatory, this was something about exclamatory sentences, optative sentences. Last one. This one is about exclamatory sentence. You see, in exclamatory sentence, the reporting verb means this one. This is the reporting verb for the introductory clause. Reporting verb will be changed by the word, some words, exclaim, cry out, pray, wish, these things. And new words and phrases have often to be introduced to express the full meaning. You will see here direct speech. He said, alas, I am undone. So it will be he exclaimed with sorrow. This is the expression that you will have to use from your own depending on the sense that this part is expressing. Alas, I am undone. It's a feeling of sorrow. So it will be he exclaimed with sorrow that he was undone. And other things remaining same regarding tense wise. You see, here it is said verb 2, so you have to make it verb 2. Am will become was. And pronoun I will become he. Other things remaining same. Next you see. They said, hooray, we have won the game. So it's a feeling of joy. Hooray, we have won the game. It's a feeling of joy. So it will be they cried out with joy that they had won the game. So we will be turned to they. And since it is verb 2, you have to make have had. Verb 2 of have is had. They said it was their statement that we have won the game. So when you will say to third person or anyone else, you will say like this, that they cried out with joy that they had won the game. So it was their expression. Okay. So, sir, take some more examples. He said to me, what a beautiful scene it is. So it will be, he cried out in surprise because he got surprised after seeing the beauty of the scene. So that it was a very beautiful scene. He cried out in surprise that it was a very beautiful scene. Okay, note here that commas and inverted commas are replaced by that in exclamatory sentence also. Commas and inverted commas are replaced by that, and depending on the sense or feel of the sentence, here we make some changes. Here it will be cried out in surprise. You may also use he exclaimed in surprise also. Okay. Next you see, he said, what a fool I am. So it was his regret. So he exclaimed with regret that he was a great fool. He said, what a fool I am. So he exclaimed with regret that he was a great fool. You said, ah, what a beautiful scene it is. So it will be, you cried out with surprise that it was a very beautiful scene. Similar to the second last one.
Sir,
Yes.
in first one,
Yes.
me is disappeared in reported part.
He disappeared.
Me is disappeared in indirect speech.
Me is disappearing.
Yes. In the question in direct speech reported part, he said to me.
In the second one you were talking about, he said, what a fool I am.
Oh, first one.
He said to me,
Yes.
what a beautiful scene it
Me
is.
in indirect part.
He cried out. No, here me will be here because it is his expression. Here me you cannot use because this is the demand of the sentence or the construction of the sentence. Here you cannot use me.
In the meaning.
Yes. Listen, he said to me, what a beautiful scene it is. So he cried out in surprise that it was a very beautiful scene. It is implied that he is telling to me, but here you cannot use me. Meaning the same. Meaning remains same. Even if you don't use me, meaning remains same. Understood, I guess? Or still some confusion remaining?
One doubt, sir. When we see beautiful scenes, no, how we can use that cried out? There is no
Yeah.
other word.
Yes, there is other word. You can also, I told that you can also write, he exclaimed with surprise also. See, cry out, it is a expression of something wonder, some joy. Okay, so in this sort of situations, we use the word cry out. So cry out means you can also say it is like shouting. So the scene attracted to that person. Me is the person, or here he is the person. So he cried out in surprise. It means it surprised him. So you can use cry out. Otherwise, you can also write he exclaimed with surprise. This is also correct. He exclaimed with surprise. If you want, you can write he exclaimed with surprise that it was a very beautiful scene. Or you can write as the way it is written, he cried out in surprise. This is also you can use. This one also you can use. Okay, next.
Sir, shouted cannot be used, sir, instead of
No,
cried
no.
or
Here,
exclaimed.
shouted cannot be used, meaning although remaining same, means sense, not meaning actually, sense remaining same, but here you cannot use shouted.
Simply we can say he
When simply a group, something about group or plural form is there, you simply use shout. Or
Sir, we can-
some other areas are also there where if it is about individual also, you can also use shout, but the situation will be a bit different then. You will see in the upcoming slides. Shouts are also used. Okay, now what is your query?
sir, we can use only he surprised.
Yeah, you can use surprise. Surprise is it is a surprise sense. So you have to use surprise. You got surprised by seeing the beauty of the scene. Okay. So some more examples you take. She said, "How clever I am." So she exclaimed that she was very clever. Here, no other expression is required. Only simply you write, "She exclaimed." No other expression required. Simply you write, "She exclaimed that she was very clever." He said, "How beautiful the Taj is." Okay, here you can try any answer from your part. You can try.
He wondered.
Yes, wonder is correct. He exclaimed with wonder that the Taj is very beautiful. Here, one thing you notice, here it is verb 2, but it will not change. Is will remain is. One point or one rule last day I told you that regarding universal truth or any habitual action, these things do not change according to the reporting verb. Means we know that if reporting verb, this one is in past verb 2, then we have to make it verb 2 as it was in the last one. Here it was here it is like that I am. So am is replaced by was. Since it is verb 2, it's am verb 2 of am is was. But here is will remain the same. Why? Because Taj Mahal is or Taj is beautiful and it will remain beautiful. It is non-alterable or unalterable. Non-alterable, it is unalterable. So unchangeable, you cannot change it. Suppose the sun rises in the east, you cannot change it. So this sort of sentences does not change, even if here past verb 2 is there, past indefinite is there, or anything else is there. Okay, next.
Sir, why this in second sentence it was not written in past tense?
Not audible. Please speak it loudly.
Sir, in the how beautiful the Taj is in this is the direct sentence, sir.
How beautiful the Taj is. This is a direct sentence. This is direct.
And in the indirect sentence, he
Yes.
exclaimed that with wonder that the Taj was very beautiful. Is
No,
it correct
no,
or Taj is not very beautiful? It is correct. Which one is correct?
Taj is very beautiful. It is correct. You cannot use
correct.
Taj was because
Previous
there is a
sentence,
rule.
the past tense has been used.
Sorry.
How clever I am.
Yes.
He was, she was very clever.
It is
Past tense
nature. See,
Sir?
this is not universal truth. I told you the example that there are some examples you cannot change it. That's why these are called universal truth or
Universal truth.
Yeah, universal truth. Suppose sun sets in the west, sun rises in the east, man is mortal, milk is white. These sort of things you cannot change.
Cannot
Earth
change.
is beautiful.
Okay.
Yes, understood. You got my point.
Got it, sir.
Yes.
Got the point, sir.
Okay. Anu's said good morning, Bhanu.
Anu
So
wished
Anu wished good morning.
to Banu.
Yeah. Anu wished Bhanu good morning. That's fine. He said goodbye, my friend. He bade goodbye to his friend. Or he bade his friend goodbye. Both are correct.
Sir, 1 second, show last
Okay,
name.
okay, okay, okay. Wait.
He beda.
He bade. Bite, bade, bidden. Actually, verb 1 is bite. Then verb 2 is bade and verb 3 is bidden. So here, since it is said, here it will be verb 2 bade.
Meaning of bed, sir.
He bade goodbye to his friend.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, this is in one table I showed you in the last class also, but simply because of your better understanding, I have shortened some part and prepared it again. Pronoun used in direct speech, how they get changed, and in case of indirect speech, I turns to he, me turns to him, my turns to his or her, we turn to they, us from us, there is us will be them, then our will be there, this will be that, and these will be those. So this is regarding the changes in pronoun that takes place in case of indirect speech.
Okay, sir, done. Second, sir.
Okay, so madam, who imperative sentences, someone of you, one madam was asking about imperative sentences. So I told you that in the upcoming slides you will get more. Although imperative sentence I discussed last day, but here some more examples I have cited. Here you see some more examples of imperative sentences. He said to his servant, come here. So he ordered his servant to go there. Here you say said will be replaced by order. Because someone who is he, it's obvious that he will order his servant. In case of imperative sentence, I told you in the last class that there are so many words which are used to as a replacement of said in case of imperative sentences. Order, advise, suggest, request, these are the words which are used. So he ordered his servant to go there. Next you see the general said to the soldiers, march on. So it will be the general commanded the soldiers to march on. General generally commands to his soldiers. So here it will be commanded. Said verb to. So command, but the verb to of command is commanded. Other things remaining same. And one thing you notice again, although I told you earlier that here the commas and inverted commas are replaced by to. In imperative sentences, this is the thing. Father said to me, be kind to the poor. So it is an advice to me from the part of father. So it will be advice. Father advised me to be kind to the poor. I said to him, go home at once. So it will be, I told him to go home at once.
Sir, please show the last one.
Yes.
Please show the last one.
Okay.
So the last one is an order, na, sir?
Yes. Last one.
Can we, last one is an order? Can we,
Go home. No,
can we
see,
use that?
this is not an order. You cannot use order. Why? Because I and him, two persons are there. We don't know about their designation, that whether I is senior or junior, or him is senior or junior. So that's why we cannot use order, because it understood. If father son is there, then it could have been order. That's why I
Okay.
said to him, there you cannot use order. It will be told. Okay, moving to the next slide. He said to me, yes. He said to me, please lend me your book. So he requested me to lend him my book. So here it will be request. Please will be replaced. Since it is please lend me your book, so it will be requested. Please means just shows that there will be, we can understand from the word please that there will be request. And since it is verb to said, so it will be requested to lend him my book. So in other way, see, he said to me, lend me your book. So when I will tell this, because it is he is telling to me, so when I will tell this to any third party, I will tell like that he requested me to lend him. Okay, I means he requested me to lend him my book. Yes.
To lend his book to him.
Yes.
He requested me to lend his book to him. Wrong.
Lend him my book. Because he is telling me to lend him. Me means what? My book. Me means here he is asking me about, or he is requesting me about what? My book. Your book here means when I will tell to someone else, it will be like that he is wanting my book. Understood? Okay. So
Sir, he requested me to lend my book to him. Allah, can it be written?
lend him my book, because here it will be me will come
Yes,
first,
sir.
depending on the construction.
Okay.
Construction of the sentence demands that me will come first. Okay. Next, you see, I said these things I discussed also in the last class. Okay. I said to him, excuse me, sir. So I begged him to excuse me. I said to him, excuse me. So I begged him to excuse me. Simple. Next, you see, he said, Ram, go there. He told Ram to go there. He said, friends, lend me your books.
He requested.
So addressing them as friends. Since it is friends, so this part you have to add from your own, addressing them as friends. He requested them to lend him their books. To lend him their books. He shouted, stop, you villain. So, madam was asking about shout, word shout in the last sentence. So here you see when the word shout, when the word shout is used, he shouted, stop, you villain. So, calling me the man a villain, he ordered him to stop. See the similarity between these two, 8 and 9. There is a similarity. Here, someone is addressing a group as friends. So here it is written addressing them as friends. Here he is calling someone as villain. So here calling the man a villain. So both of the two are of same category. Calling the man a villain, he ordered him to stop. Okay, moving to the next slide. So some more examples you see. Don't forget to bring the medicine, he said to me. So that means he is reminding me to bring the medicine. So it will be, he reminded me to bring the medicine. He said to me, it will be, he reminded me to bring the medicine. Go on, try once again, said Partho. So Partho encouraged me to try once again. Here you see, it is implied me. Here it is not written that Partho said to me, but still it is implied that he has encouraged me to try once again. Don't go near the fire, boys, he said. So he warned the boys. Here you see what is used, warn. He warned the boys not to go near the fire. He said to me, let us play. This one I told you last day also, that here when let is there, we use here propose or suggest. Any one of the two, propose or suggest. So he proposed to me that, and the thing gets changed like this. We should play. Us will be replaced by we should. This is a category of let. One more sentence you see. I said to him, let us go to the cinema. So it will be, I proposed to him that we should go to the cinema. Because here I am telling to him. So together we want to go to the cinema. As a result of which, it will be, we should go to the cinema. Okay, there is one more category of let, you see, let me go home now. So it is that he is seeking some permission or to go home. So here the things change a bit. Here instead of we should, we write might be allowed. This is the phrase here we use, might be allowed. So thing will be like this. He wished that he might be allowed to go home then. 13 and 14, these are of same category, and 15 is a bit different, slightly different than 13 and 14. Although all of in this, all of the three here let is used. So, but see the difference here. Let, he is saying that let me go home now. So it senses a sort of permission that he is seeking. That's why here we use might be allowed. You remember this phrase, might be allowed. So it will be like that. He wished that he might be allowed to go home then. So these were some of the examples of imperative sentences. Next, we will see some more examples of interrogative sentences. Although interrogative sentence was also discussed last day, but still I have cited so many other examples. See, Rajiv said to me, are you will? So in the interrogative sentence, as I told you last day, that said is replaced by asked. See, in all the 5 sentences, you'll see different things. In interrogative sentence, this is said to is replaced by asked. And these commas and inverted commas are replaced by E for whether. The word E for whether. So Rajiv said to me, are you will? So it will be Rajiv asked me if I was ill. Rajiv is speaking to me about me. So when I will tell someone else about this, it will become indirect speech. So I will tell like this, that Rajiv asked me if I was ill. And regarding, this is the meaning, actually meaning wise I'm telling you. And then regarding tense issues or verb issues, you see said, verb 2, it will be asked. Then since it is said also, there are will be, verb 2 of are will be used, was. And subject will come first. You will become I. Pronoun you will become I. I was it. Okay, next one. Sanjeev said, will you go home on Saturday? So I want an answer now. Sanjeev said, will you go home on Saturday? Any answer from your part?
Sanjeev asked if I may go home.
May, why may? From where you have taken the word may? May is not there. Here it is
I
will.
will-
Sanjeev asked if
Whether, okay.
Sanjeev asked me, because Sanjeev is telling me whether or if any one of the two. If or whether, any of the two you can use. It doesn't make any differences. If or whether, any one of the two you can use. So Sanjeev asked me whether I would go home on Saturday. Will turns to would. Will changes to would. Verb to. Said is there, verb to no. So verb to of will is would. I would go home on Saturday. Next. I said to him, how are you today? So one answer. What will be its answer? I said to him, how are you today? I said to him, how are you today? Any answer from your part? Any, you can guess, no problem. You can guess, you can try. I said to him, how are you today? Any answer, any one of you answer, please.
I inquired him how he was today. He was that today.
I asked him. What?
Encouraged him.
Enquired.
Encouraged him.
Speak loudly, actually, I'm not getting. Okay, see. I inquired of him how he was that day. Yes. How are you today? How he was that day. I inquired of him how he was that day. Today will become that day. So it is an inquiry about his health or this sort of issues. So I inquired of him how he was that day. Next. He said to me, do you know me? He asked me whether I know. Okay, here make one correction.
New, sir, that
It
one.
will be
Whether-
new, K-N-E-W. Here it is written, this is a typing typing error. I know him. It will be new, K-N-E-W. Verb 2. Here it is said, so verb 2 will be there, new. I knew him. It will be I knew him. Okay. One thing you notice, this 1, 2, question number 1 and 2 and 3 or 4, there is a little bit change. Here I and whether are used in 1 and 2. Question number 1 and 2, conjunction, commas and inverted commas are replaced by if or whether. But in 3 and 4, these are not used. Neither if nor whether is written. But in number 3, so pardon, in number 3 only, 1, 2 and 4, these are same. In number 3, you see for whether is not used, because I told you in last day also that WH sort of question words when are used, then we do not use if or whether. Means who, how, when, whether, who, how, when, where. If these words are there, if question starts with these WH question words, then E for whether, E is not used. Okay. So the number 4, he said to me, do you know me? So it will be, he asked me whether I knew him. It will be knew, K-N-E-W, knew. So some more examples. Bina said, where is Bina? So Mina is wanting to know about Bina. So here it will be Mina wanted to know where Bina was. Said will be, since it is said, part 2, so is will be replaced by was. Mina wanted to know where Bina was.
Sir, Meena inquired where Bina was. You can say, sir.
Yes. Mina inquired where Bina was is also correct. So he says, what's the matter? This is a very simple one. So he says that what is the matter? What the matter is actually? What the matter is? The matter subject will come first. Here you see, since it is verb 1, so it will remain the same verb 1. Is will remain same. Here it is verb 1, so it will remain the verb 1 same, no changes. He said to me, what do you want? So he asked me what I wanted. Here it is verb 2. So here verb 2 of want is wanted. And subject you, that is now pronoun, will come here I. You will become I. The teacher said to the boy, does the earth move round the sun? Okay, I want an answer of this one. The teacher said to the boy, does the earth move round the sun?
The teacher questioned.
Asked the boy. The teacher asked the boy.
Teacher asked.
Yes. Okay, next part. The teacher asked the boy. Then remaining
Whether the earth move around the sun.
whether the earth
Move around the sun.
move around the sun. Okay, a little bit correction you have to make. See why?
Revolves.
See here.
Whether the earth
Does. Whether the earth
revolves. It revolves or moves. Whether the earth
Whether the
moves
earth-
around the sun.
whether the earth
Moves.
moves. Yes. Why? Because there is does. There is
Moves.
does, so it will be moves. And one thing you see, even if there is said, it will not change. Move will not become moved. Because as I told you earlier, today only I told you that in case of universal truth, the things do not change. Even if there is verb 2, you cannot change the verb status here. You cannot make it verb 2. Because it is universal truth that the earth moves around the sun. So the teacher asks the boy if the earth moves around the sun. This part will remain the same. Just move has become moves because of the third person because of the person issues. Third person, the earth, third person singular number. That's why S is added with move. And also you can get it since it is does. So the teacher said to the boy, does the earth move around the sun? The teacher asked the boy if the earth moves around the sun. Okay, moving to the next. Some more examples. Gopal said to her, did you go there? So simply, Gopal asked her whether she had gone there. Gopal is asking her whether she had gone there. One thing you see, although I told you in the last class, here you see it is verb 2. Here also verb 2 did. In these cases, when this is actually called reporting verb, and this is called reported speech. Introductory clause, and so you see subordinate clause. Introductory clause and subordinate clause. In other way, we can say reporting verb, reported speech. So if both are verb 2, then in case of indirect speech, it changes to past perfect. This is the rule that I told you last day, that here, if there is verb 2 and there is also verb 2 within the inverted commas, there is also verb 2. Did is there, no? Did is the verb 2. 2 did done. Did is the verb 2. So if both are verb 2, then in case of indirect speech, we have to make it past perfect. And how do you write past perfect? Subject, then head, and then verb 3. So it will be she had gone there. Gopal is asking her whether she had gone there. Okay, next you see, he said to me, is your father at home? So this is very simple.
He asked
He asked me
whether his father is at home.
whether my, not his. He is asking me about my father. He is asking me, is your father at home? So when I will tell his words to someone else, see, change of speech simply means converting or using the statement used then to someone else now. I told you last day also that he and me, these are the two persons. Here the conversation is between he and me. So when I will tell someone else about he, how I will proceed, or how I will tell. This is about changing speech. So when I will tell someone else about he, I will tell that he is asking me about my father, whether my father is at home. Okay, so since it is verb to said, so is will be replaced by was. Subject your father will become my father. Pronoun was changed. There will be your will be turned to mine, my father, and is will be was, because it is verb to, is will be was, and the thing at home will remain the same. See, so many areas you have to remember. First of all, you have to find in which sentence a speech is falling. Then you have to remember the tense wise clause. I discussed this last day. Tense wise, the rules that are there, and then what to use in place of this said to. And last one, these commas and inverted commas will be replaced by which word. These 4 areas you have to always remember while changing the speech. Here I have given you the overall framework about narration. Narration is complete. If you have any query, you can ask. And the topics that are discussed today and last day also, this will be supplied to your study material content. You can go to content and see. This will be supplied probably tomorrow. So any query you can ask. about today's class?
No, sir.
Okay. So okay, so one chat is there. Thanks, sir. Good night. Shahrukh Ramgude. Okay, thanks. Sarthak Ramgude. Okay, thanks, Sarthak Ramgude.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, I think we have not covered imperative sentence in voice. Sir.
In voice. No. Voice, the issues are separate. Voice, in
Yes,
voice,
sir.
it is means the things are about tenses. I told you, you can check in the recording. I gave you the entire area of voice. In voice, the things are about tenses. How the voice will be changed from, say, from active to passive, how this will be changed. Active and passive voices. Voice means what? Voice means, voice. These are my voices that which are coming to you now. So how this will be done, and there the more important parts were tenses. Important issues were tenses. I discussed the entire area of voices. But and still I will give you more materials later on. And one more thing. Next Monday, there will not be class. If possible, Monday's class will be shifted to Sunday, that is upcoming Sunday, if possible. This I will inform you later on, not now. If possible, I will take this class on Sunday. From Monday next Thursday, there will not be any class. Monday's class I will take Sunday, if possible. This I will confirm you later on, probably tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, that much. I will stop here. Thank you, everyone. Good night.